Hey guys, and welcome back to Spec Gaming. I haven't uploaded in a while, but I got a new series underway here, which is Sid Meier's, however you say it, Civilization 5, and all the DLC included. So we're gonna start the game. Put on the normal difficulty, and I'll just go random leader, see how that pans out. And we're gonna go on continents plus, probably, because it's a bit better than continents. So yeah, continents plus. Let's go with a huge game. Okay, so this is always the fun bit, finding out who you're going to be, and I'm going to be the Arabs.
Blessings of God be upon you, O great Caliph Harun al-Rashid, leader of the pious Arabian people.
Okay, so I've never played as Arabia before, but they seem decent enough. So they have their own unique unit, which is the Camel Archer, and Bazaar, which replaces... I'm not quite sure. But we'll find out, I'm sure. Okay, so this looks like a pretty good place to start my city. Could move here, just so I can build Petra then. I'll probably still gather these resources. This will move my warrior this way a sec. So there's a mountain. I won't be able to get next to a river. And 2 squares next to the mountain. It's a shame that I'm not on the sea. I like having my capital on the sea. I think I'm going to sacrifice a turn, build my capital on this hill, just for the extra production. That's what I'm going to do. Not sure it's wise being by the marshland, and sure, you can let me know in the comments whether I've just made a good move or not. This is where I'm going to build my city. Mecca is now founded. I always start building a scout first, just so you can explore more, get as many ruins as possible. Okay, so for the text, my usual methods go for writing early, try and get the great library. But although if you don't manage to get it and someone beats you to it, it can be a bit disastrous, but let's hope. Okay, so warrior, move down to the desert a bit further, and these next few turns should be pretty quick, and considering I founded my city on my second turn, I'm not last. I know it doesn't really mean anything at this stage, but it's always nice to know. I hate it when I'm really close to the sea, but not quite close enough for my capital was to get there. Has been worse though, where you literally move your warrior one tile, find water, and you're like, oh, I could have just put my city there. Okay, so that wasn't a very good direction to send my warrior in. No ruins at all so far. Let's hope my scout can have a bit better luck. Build a monument next. Should be able to build a monument in time where I can then build a granary. Not granary, sorry, a shrine. Try and get a pantheon quickly. And then focus on the Great Library. Usually, that's the way it works. So I haven't found anything interesting so far. Powering through the turns. A lot of cotton around though. Hopefully people will come and buy it off me. So Mecca has grown, now has 2 citizens. And I find a barbarian encampment before ruins. It's annoying. All this land and I haven't found the ruins. And now I am last. Yay, finally our first ruins has been discovered. Let's hope it gives us something good. Okay, so it's given us culture, and we're going to be able to adopt our first even social policy now, which is a good thing. We'll probably take tradition. It's the one I usually start with. Just helps with the growth a little bit, and also if you complete tradition, you get the option to purchase great engineers with faith, I believe, which is useful sometimes later on in the game. Okay, we found the first natural wonder, the Grand Mesa, and that gives us a bit of happiness. For now, yeah, we'll take tradition. That'll increase the speed as well, at which we're going to get our second policy, because it gives us a bit more culture per turn. And here comes the first barbarian attack on my scout. Run away. Okay, so I build a shrine now. Ready for that Pantheon. Let's see where else we can find some ruins then. Not happy with only finding one so far. It's a bit annoying, but can't do anything about that. Ooh, we found our first civilization.
Ang atak po kito, hinarpakan mahawiryo, kata mo.
Indonesia.
Ring no swan toro.
Nice to meet you. Hope we can become good friends. We've also found our first city-state. Come on, I want more ruins. Okay, so we will take Liberty for now, just so they're both open to us, and hopefully we'll be able to get in 8 turns. Yeah, we'll be able to get the Wonders one just before we start building the Great Library then, to help our production when building the library. But I've come really close to some ruins, just missed them by a small amount, which is really annoying. Doesn't look like I'm going to have much luck with them, to be honest. So I've already extended my borders to have all of that cotton available. Ah, and another ruins at last. Yeah, all the cotton available in my ruins. Even though I moved where my city started, and it's growing quite well. 2 turns to my shrine, 1 turn till it grows. Also got silver, I believe, close to me. Ah, there we are. The ruins are coming in now. Flooded in. So that was a bit disappointing. It just gives me a map. They're always annoying, but sometimes they could be useful when they help you locate things like another civ or city-state or another ruins even. Oh, well, that one was very useful. It gives me faith, which means I'm going to be able to found a Pantheon probably on my next turn, as we meet another city-state. 4 turns until... Just take 4 turns off the granary. till I start building the library. And we'll take the Pantheon of God King probably. I'm just going to have a look at my boundaries. See if there's one better. Nothing about cottons there. I think I'll stick with God King because it gives me an increase to culture, faith, money, production and science in the city, +1 to each of those, which is a good help early on in the game. It obviously gets a bit irrelevant later, but you'll have other things that help you by then. You won't be so reliant on your Pantheon. These coastal areas are a bit weird down here, a bit sneaky for a continent's map. Okay, so we are 3rd in terms of how much money we have. It's pretty good early on, not that it really matters right now. And there's another ruins. Okay, so we'll adopt a policy. Take the Wonders one, ready to build the library. Now usually I'd go for calendar, that way I can research the tech quickly to get the oracle, which gives me another social policy, but I'm not sure I'm going to go down that way this time, although I will be able to use my cotton areas then, and I don't really have any hills to make mines, not much production area going on. I'll go for calendar then, my normal technique. I didn't change the production to the Great Library. Bad move. Okay, so another 20 culture from the ruins. It's decent. Start building the Great Library then in my capital, Mecca. Mecca can fire upon an enemy. The barbarians are closing in then. Only a matter of time, this always happens. Should probably bring my warrior back relatively soon, just to protect the area. A bit gutted there's no city-states within sort of walk-in distance, so I could steal a worker rather than have to make one. Maybe I'll take one on the next policy. Okay, so semi-scout here. Another Pantheon founded. Was in Indonesia. Okay, so another dead end. Apparently I'm pretty close to Spain, it would seem, as their second city just popped up on my map. So where's my scout? Barcelona, and they got the Grand Mesa in the territory as well, which is a bit annoying because I was eyeing that up. They must be quite near, down in this mist down here, quite near me then. Spanish. Maybe that's why I didn't find any ruins around that area. So my warrior is being involved in his first act of war. And he's gonna come out on top. Let's just hope no other barbarians come and attack him straight away, because that wouldn't end well. Give him the upgrade of rough terrain, and then probably fortify him for a few turns. Make sure he's not vulnerable to other barbarian attacks to instantly die. That wouldn't be good. Yeah, we'll fortify him there. And Barcelona is under attack, probably from barbarians.
So,
Dios bendiga
Yeah,
a
from
aquellos que lo
barbarians, but I'm
merezcan.
sure they're gonna die
Soy
soon.
Isabel de España.
So, welcome Isabel, nice to meet you. Just why have you really got a second city? I'm just not a fan of that at all. Okay, we'll go for mining. No, we won't go for mining. We'll go for archery next. Unlock the Temple of Artemis, which I might try build as my second wonder if it doesn't get stolen first. Also gives me the option to get some archers, which I might purchase from the capital to protect this area. Ah, I think I've found Spain's capital then.
Espero
took
que este
Republic
trato
to help the
reciba su
production.
bendición.
And get the library quicker. Yes, we'll accept an embassy with you. Don't seem to be building a great library, that's nice. So I'll probably complete the library, get to around turn 50 in this episode. You can let me know any tips in the comments that you, if my playstyle is bad, any ways I can improve, or just let me know what you think. What would you do in this situation? I'm no way a pro at this game, just enjoy. It's quite time consuming, let's just put it that way.
the haft of the arrow had been feathered with one of the eagle's own.
So there's our second, it's a fourth research I believe. Archery is researched, so powering through the tech tree now. And we shall go for animal husbandry next, get some caravans hopefully. Well, the option to get some caravans. So nothing much is really happening at the moment, just scouting out the land. Still looking for ruins, probably not going to find any more. Scouting out the land mainly, waiting for my library to be built. That's about it. Normally I'd focus the city on production, but I really don't think there's any point, as there's like hardly any production tiles around anyway. There's a nice lot of land here, there's a few luxuries around. There's some salt, incense, large desert area as well. Also quite a few barbarians. Yeah, we won't be going that way. It's just like a death sentence. Spain have now settled the third city. I hope they don't cause too much of a problem, as long as they don't start a war with me. It should be alright. Okay, so animal husbandry's been researched. Scout is in danger here. Ah, but he's found another natural wonder that gives me more happiness there. Mount Kaliash. Okay, so we'll go for mining this time. I don't really know what to do with my scout right now. There seems to be a lot of barbarians around this area. Maybe I'll heal him a bit. Less likely to die then, and he can try and leg it afterwards. If he doesn't die before, that is. Which I got a feeling he might. My warrior's in a bit of trouble here as well now. I'll have to heal him. This is the only way. Ah, there's a worker captured in that camp. What an unusual sight that is. The barbarians capturing someone's worker. Okay, so on text I've only got 6. But that's probably because I spent time researching one of the two calendar and writing. Still haven't got mining. Maybe I'm just wishful thinking. Okay, so Scout continue running away there. And my player has entered into the classical era. That was pretty quick, considering there's no great library involved.
Libraries are the shrine where all
And
the relics of the ancient saints,
is our first
full
wonder,
of
the
true
great
virtue,
library.
and that without delusion or imposture, are preserved and reposed.
So 1 free technology, a free library in the city, and 2 great works of writing slots. Also research and mining on the same turn. See if I can get my scout looking around a bit further afield. Okay, so the free tech we will choose. We'll choose philosophy, that way we've got the National College available to us and we can get ahead on the research hopefully. Can't quite decide what to build now. I think I'll go with Temple of Artemis. And I'll purchase the granary. That should help the growth. Hopefully I can get the temple built quicker then if I get another population. We'll go for bronze working so it reveals iron on the map, just because I can plan around where to build my second city then. Right, my scout seems a bit protected here, so I'll heal him before he carries on trekking the land. So Spain has entered the classical era also. It's quite competitive at the moment. These barbarians just asking for death if they attack my warrior. Okay, so Mecha has grown this turn, and if I focus on production, it won't grow at all, but I'll get the temple in 12 turns, so we'll sacrifice the growth for now. And we shall pick the worker this time, free worker, and build a mine on this silver. Give us some happiness, also give us extra production. The way I like to go about is...
Here Hector entered, with a spear 11 cubits long in his hand. The bronze point gleamed in front of him and was fastened.
The way I like to go about is building, is focusing on trying to get as much production as I can early in the game, and then focusing on growth, and as it grows they fill the production tiles and you can just pump out buildings. But like I said, if I get beaten to the Great Library, sometimes that tactic is not very good. Okay, I think we'll go for the wheel.
Sou Maria, Rainha de Portugal.
And we have met another
Já nos
civilization.
conhecemos?
Maria of Portugal. In Portugal, when I've played in a game with them before, I haven't done that well. And they're quite near the bottom again, so they're usually one of the first people to sort of lose most of their cities or lose their capital, and a lot of the time I see them just left with one city, unable to really do anything. But we'll see, they never know, there might be a different opponent in this game. Let's kill this warrior as well, get some more experience for my warrior. There is barbarians absolutely everywhere.
Ireis considerar esta oferta.
And Maria wants to accept an embassy, so we can find Portugal right at the top, Lisbon. They've already worked a lot of their land. Oh god. Let's finish him off once and for all. And just noticed there's a nice large stack of iron there. Shame it's not really that close to my capital, and it's in the, well, it is quite close, but it's in the middle of the desert, which I'm not too keen on. There's iron right here, right next to my capital. Okay, so next turn, and that is it for this episode. So like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and there will be more coming. Obviously the next episode will be up shortly. Just research the wheel. So yeah, just come back to see how the Arabs get on in this new world.